Obviously, we've played each other. We've got game film of us versus them. This will be the 4th time we've played them in the last 2 years. So there is that. It's not going to be anything fancy. That's what we tell our kids, that we just had to get the job done. There's really nothing that we can create because they know us so well.
It's definitely more fun because it's not like where you're coming into a game like Cumberland. We've never seen them before. And just try to learn the ropes. Where this game is, you just know it's going to go in there. It's going to be a dogfight, and whoever comes out on top is truly the better team. There's no fighting around it. If whoever runs the ball better is going to win the game, and I just think that's a lot more fun.
Central is observably running the football at a higher level than it was in its Week 2 loss to Calhoun. A nod to just how far this rebuild offensive line has come over the course of this fall.
Obviously, the mentality that we always have is just to really just get after it, run the ball down people's throats. Not to say that we can't pass it, but, we really do try and get that downhill run game going. Caden, obviously, he's proved that he can be very good at fullback. Elijah is a great quarterback. A lot of people didn't know. He did used to play quarterback and then move to fullback, and making that move back, he's been great.
We've got a lot of different guys in the shuffle there. Obviously, moving Caden back to the backfield, moving Braden Hummer, him being in that position. Colin Bachhold's now in his 12th game as a freshman tight end, so that's a big deal. Jasper Flesser's another kid that's moved from wing back to tight end. So yeah, there's some different pieces up there. Obviously having Jaden back and Jace, Jack Weiss as a junior. And then Nathan Post, really as a senior, but didn't get to play much last year. So really happy where that group is.
As a running back, it's great just running behind a group like that. Because when you see those gaps open up, and it's like a shining light of where to run. And before, there's definitely some gaps, and Elijah had a great game at Calhoun in Week 2, but other than that, it was hard to find a spot. Where now it's every play, if you don't get 3 yards, then it's kind of on you. You're probably doing something wrong because the line is there backing you up.
And a credit to its true anchor, center Jaden Summy.
He kind of leads our team from a vocal standpoint, really, out of everybody, out of the seniors. He was a guy that really emerged last year as a junior. Probably really wasn't on the radar from sophomore to junior year, but did a phenomenal job of getting himself in a position to start on a really, really good team last year. And to have him back as the center, we've played 3 different quarterbacks that he's had to work with, and so we haven't missed a beat. So, having his intelligence up there and his experience is definitely huge.
Everyone loves Jaden. He's such a great guy, so it makes you kind of want to run for him. You want to play hard for him, and not just him, but for everyone else. But and you see him every day. He was struggling at this, like everyone else, struggling at the start of the season, and seeing him continue to get better and continue to just grow with everyone else, and it's truly it's great to see.
He gets along, and like I said, he people look up to him. He's an extremely intelligent guy, likable kid, and he tries his best. He gets the best out of his athleticism and ability level, and like I said, I think a lot of people would say where he was freshman year to where he's at junior and senior year. If there's a guy in our program that has improved more than him, I'm not sure who it is over their career.
Still, the task of tangling with Calhoun's front-end defensive strength reads like something less than a picnic on Saturday.
Well, they have a pretty good defensive line, obviously. They a bunch of guys, going and making all-conference teams. They got Longnecker, they got a bunch of other good guys on the defensive line, and their linebackers are very good at getting downhill and making tackles. So it really does make our jobs very, very important, even more important than they usually are. And really, trying to get those guys blocked to make sure our running backs can make it past that second level.
I think they're underrated on defense. It's a phenomenal defense. Maybe the best we've seen in a couple years, to be honest with you. They do a really good job of playing their base stuff, and we've got a ton of respect for them, obviously. In this situation last year, same deal, going down there, we knew it was going to be a battle, and it's kind of fitting that here we are again for another opportunity.